There's the link. I put the link in the chat. Click on that and you can come be a part of the show. This is Heroes Now, topical. What do you want to talk about? This is a Brett Hunt. He's a photographer, airborne, hero I know. Thought I'd share it with you. Who wants to come on with me as part of our masterclass? On the spot guests. The link's in the thing. Click on the link, and next thing you know, we're right here on screen together talking. Check it out. Gonna go live later with Command Sergeant Major Buffalo or Cromartie. That'll be fun. Click on the link. It's in the chat. And you can come right here with me. That's a slideshow I've done for Brett Hunt. He's a paratrooper, a hero I know, a photographer, a buddy of mine. And we're hanging out with Heroes Now. And it's just another something from the master class that it's kind of one of my assignments that I've got to do. And I'm working on things. And Joe and I are excited about what's happening. And we really, really appreciate all your support. It's really, really a lot of fun to kind of learn this and to be working on things and to, you know, just have like work on different camera angles and it's just, you know, kind of cool. And so we appreciate, you know, all of your support and kind of what we're doing. It's I would also like to talk about we have chosen, Joe and I, our new sponsor, and I'm going to pull that up. It's the Warrior Bonfire Program. Warrior Bonfire Program. There we go. I'm going to pull that up. And so that's our, let's see, I'm going to pull that, put that on our screen. Share my screen. Chrome tab. There it is. So there you can see with me the Warrior Bonfire Program. It provides opportunities that improve the lives of our combat wounded veterans, Purple Heart recipients. And imagine being able to get around a bonfire and talk about, you know, the challenges, right? To talk about, you know, your injuries. And so that has been, we've chosen that as our sponsor. Joe and I, and we're as a court, we're changing it from the St. Jude's. We're changing that, and we're going fully with the Warrior Bonfire Program. Sergeant Major Stout recommended this, and we looked into it, and he's going to help us as we integrate. It's something that I think our community needs, and it's for those that have, you know, been there and, you know, and we can support. And so we're excited about that. The Warrior Bonfire Program, that's going to be our chosen donation gift. As you donate to us, we donate to the Warrior Bonfire Program as part of our program. And so we're so excited to announce that. And, you know, really appreciate all you guys' support. I want to, I don't know how to describe it, but thank you so much for, you know, all the feedback and the support. We really appreciate it. We appreciate the the little notes and the things that you send when you comment on our stuff. If you haven't seen Command Sergeant Major Rucker or Sergeant Major Rucker's interview golly, that was fun last night. So I hope that look at this guy. So this guy was just on my feed just a second ago. Sergeant Major, what was that I was looking at right there? Hold on, I'm gonna pull that up because I just saw that just a second ago. Let me see that. Let's share everything with everybody right now. There it is. Share that. Sergeant Major Kenneth Paul, the graduation on Friday at 1000. Can everybody see that? That's what was just, I was just looking at that going, wow, isn't that the coolest thing, right? Isn't that the coolest thing? What's going on, Sergeant? Is it Sergeant Major or Command Sergeant Major? How's this going to work? How does it work now? I don't know.
So not yet. So everybody will still graduate as master sergeants. Then we'll get like sequence numbers, OML numbers, and once your number comes up, then you'll pop that thing on and go about your business.
Oh, so that's exciting, right? Because look, the rules change all the time, and look, to be selected to go to that course and to get to the next level, only when you look back at it do you realize how awesome it is to get selected for that. So yeah, I'm here with future Sergeant Major Kenneth Paul. I think you just might have muted.
Yeah,
there we go. Yeah. So it's fun hanging out with you. This is called Heroes Now. So
okay.
It's just it's something that okay. So I subscribe to masterclass.com, and it has all kinds of classes on there about different things. And I've been real excited about lots of the stuff. And one of the classes is streaming. One of the classes is writing essays. Just lots of different classes, and it spurs me. Santana teaches guitar, and so I've just been practicing all those kinds of things. And one of them that I've been doing is the master class on streaming. So this is our practice. Like, be willing to have anybody in the world come on and then talk to them about whatever happens to come up, kind of like what Joe Rogan does. And so here we are with Kenneth Paul, man. So tell me about being an air defender and being a paratrooper. Tell me about that.
Oh, it's the greatest. It's the greatest life I think I could live, probably.
Right. Looking back on it, like I agree. It was like, I don't know. After I've been there, I stand way taller knowing what I was willing to do at a moment's notice. What we were going to do in Haiti when they turned us around, yeah. It was very, very interesting thing. And there was times when we were paragods on Ardennes, right? The Stinger missile jump pack walks up, and the jump master team that went along with them, and you could hear the other troop just go, "Oh man, look at that! Oh my gosh, no way!"
Or Joe Stout running down Ardennes with a football trophy or whatever trophy we had won that quarter or whatever.
So what rank were you when Sergeant Major Stout was the CSM?
I think I was a staff sergeant when he left the battalion.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I think I was a staff sergeant.
What year did you come in?
I got to the battalion in 2004.
Oh, wow.
Because I was up at Drum. 362 was my first duty station.
Oh, really?
Yep. And when I was up there, let's see, Mello was up there. Dohan was up there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. We'd all went to Afghanistan. And then came back, and 362 was the first battalion to disorganize or to disband.
Right.
And then we all went to Bragg after that.
It was like the start of the demise of the Air Defense Branch when that battalion went away. But Bragg gained a lot of great folks, right?
Yeah. Well, we kind of went down. I know us three went. Sergeant Major Gray, he was a platoon sergeant up there. I think he went somewhere before he came back to Bragg, though.
So, what are you looking forward to next in as you graduate from school?
Going back to Germany. So I'll be the operations sergeant major at a 5.7 ADA and do that for a while. And then the next command sergeant major board opens up next month. And then I'll find out where I'm going if I get selected for that.
It's kind of, look, at a certain level, it's kind of interesting about who gets selected to be a CSM and who doesn't, and all those kinds of things. And we all know that politics play a lot of roles in a lot of things. But it is so cool to see the leaders that make it to that level, right? It's so amazing.
Oh yeah.
Who was the folks that were big time leaders to you?
Oh, I've had, God, it'll take me an hour to name all. I've been so blessed in my career. God, I mean, a ton. Ed Herbert, Mello Dohan, Stout, General Underhill, Colonel Boyer, Gary Plotnick has been with me most of my career. I've followed him up as he's gone up. Anthony Cook, Mike Leach, Paul. I mean, God, the list goes on. I came in the perfect time at 3-4 to hit everybody in their stride. Sergeant Major Burnley was
the
down
legends you're naming off are just so amazing, right? That is a lineage that is crazy, right? It is. It is. So, dude, Wesley Dohan, right? That's a character, right? I one of these days.
He's a CW5 in Germany. I'll see him probably next week or the week after.
Oh my gosh! Tell him I apologize. I'm sorry. All right.
Yeah.
Just tell him I'm sorry. And I love him, and I want to interview him so bad. I want to talk to him so bad. I love him. He's one of those guys, man. He's one of those guys that he can write your ass off quick. He'll don't wrong him. Don't wrong him.
Oh, no, he's a great guy.
Oh, I know, right? Oh my gosh. And oh wow. There was a time in our lives where he and I played a lot of what was that freaking video game? Command and Conquer Red Alert. We would network our computers together and have these LAN parties and stuff. He was a computer network geek way before, his time. So he's right where he needs to be, man. He's right where he needs to be.
I know when I was there, because I stayed in the battalion for about 6 years. And it was just I don't know, people came through were excellent people.
Oh yeah. How did Burnley affect your life? Tell me where Burnley was?
All right, so he was a platoon sergeant when I moved over to Bravo. He was my platoon sergeant. That was before he went to go do OC down at JRTC.
Oh wow. Okay.
And then so after we went, I went to Germany, and then like I said, he went to JRTC. And then I came back. I was in 108th Brigade. When I came back, I was in the S3. Sergeant Major Lincoln was the brigade CSM at the time. He had moved from 3-4 up to the brigade and put me on the S3. And Mark Van Horn, do you remember Mark Van Horn?
Yeah.
He came up as the operations sergeant major. And then I went back to Germany after that 2.5 years I spent in 108th Brigade. And Sergeant Major Burnley was the 10th AAMDC CSM. And then he frocked me to first sergeant. And then I went to Turkey for a year. He sent me to Turkey to be a first sergeant over there. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
That is so awesome. We're here on Heroes Now. If you're watching and you want to jump on, the link is right there in the chat. So just click on the link and you'll come on and I can let you on. I'm here with Kenneth Paul, Master Sergeant, First Sergeant, soon to be Sergeant Major Kenneth Paul. graduating. Is it tomorrow? When are you graduating?
It's Friday. Friday at 10.
Friday at 10. So who's coming out for your graduation?
I know Sergeant Major Foley. He's getting into town, but he's the USAREC Sergeant Major, so it's kind of a given for him. But he'll be flying in. He's flying in today, actually. I think he landed. And then a lot of people from Bliss will be here. Sergeant Major Jacobitz, he gets back into town, I think, on Friday. He'll be there. Most of the battalion CSMs, I think, that are around this area will be there.
So I called Foley the other day, and I asked for his advice. The Smithsonian wants me to host a TV show.
Well, there you go.
I know, right? And I was
what
like,
advice do you need? I think that's a yes.
I know. I'm like, yeah. So I called him, and he's like, because so I'm like, what they want to do is it's going to be called Government Jobs, and we're going to begin outlining, government jobs, starting with Army MOSs, air defense specifically, because they're the best, coolest, high-tech jobs out there, and then run a series all the way from, local jobs to Air Force to Marine, to all the different job descriptions, and not focus on the infantry and the Rangers, but more those other jobs that nobody really thinks about. And looks like we got some backing. And so I called Foley and said, hey, what do you think? And he's like, heck yeah, I love it. So, we'll see what happens, man. We'll see.
Yeah. He is constantly, him and his general officer counterpart are constantly on Facebook Live. They're constantly doing town halls. They really reach the maximum of their span of influence.
Oh, yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. So what's been on your mind lately? What are you thinking about?
Finishing up these papers. That's getting through this course has been the biggest thing. Because you take yourself out of the force, and you are just focused on the education piece for 10 months, and then you got to look forward to getting back into the force. So
I've heard it described as a great break and also a chance to look around and network with your peers.
Oh yeah, the network, you can't find a better place to network and develop relationships, not only across the Army but across the globe. I mean, we had a ceremony today for our international partners. They received their badges for course completion. So you got 56 international students that are graduating from across the globe. So, I mean,
how have you watched the Army change? I think that the Army and the new PT test and the new different things overall, I think it's getting better, right?
Yeah. I mean, you can call it better, or I call it quicker. The Army is getting exponentially quicker. Because you never want to say better. You compare it, different generations or everything, but just so much quicker. The speed of battle now, when it comes to any task, is ridiculous. Recalling a unit that can be done you can get telephonic confirmation in minutes. Whereas us, when I came in, you had to check out with CQ. If you were on DRF1, you had to put wherever you were going, whichever bar or wherever you're going, and had to be there.
Do you remember that? It's like, hey man, call for me too, yeah. Right? Okay, sign in. I'm calling for Joe and Sammy and Johnny.
Yeah, but it's gotten exponentially quicker at what you can accomplish in a day.
Oh, totally. I totally agree. I'm here with Kenneth Paul, and we're on Heroes Now. And if you'd like to come on with us, come on and hang out. We're talking about different things, and I'm gonna. Part of the thing that we're supposed to do is I'm supposed to encourage you now to ask me a question, maybe if you want, and I don't know, but again, it's part of the master class and Heroes Now, and it being more of a two-way thing. So There's something you
Okay.
could think of to ask me and start asking me things?
So you see this being like a regular thing. I know you got your the heroes I know started because of Sergeant Maggot, which I think is a great thing. Where do you see this? Do you see it develop into like you'll put out a topic earlier in the week and say, hey, this is this is what we're going to do, or a panel, or maybe do you could do this for LPD. When I get to my new unit, I could be like, hey, let's log on this and on Wednesdays at this o'clock, and you'll have a panel of people answering questions from current soldiers.
So great idea. Sign me up. We'll get it down. I love it. So we can have up to 12 people on here right now at the current platform. I used to do a weekly Wednesday night Zoom room hangout, and we had all kinds of people would come and hang out, and we tried different things, and we had just a great time, and it was wonderful. But like everything, it just kind of ebbs and flows and moves, and some of the folks that maybe were supporting wasn't quite supporting as much, and it just because you miss a day or two, and so it just kind of slipped by. This, I don't know. I would love to see a couple of things. I'd love to see us, like competent people, talk about competent subjects, like, as we're talking about the battle for, gun ownership, and as we're talking about seeing the Supreme Court weigh in on abortion rights and women's rights and those kinds of things, as we're watching the Southern Baptist Convention and the United Methodist Church answer all of these questions that the Catholics answered years ago, all of a sudden now they're being forced to deal with those things. I don't know what topics we could talk about, but I would love it if in my thinking, remember, I don't know if you know about my Marshall in the middle. I feel like I'm very much in the middle. I'm willing to look at the left and have a discussion and talk about it and everything that has to do with that. I'm willing to talk about the right and everything that goes with the right and everything that it's about. But at some place, I always find myself in the middle and refusing to judge those who have differing viewpoints. And the more I'm able to get those topics started in an open arena, the better I think it will be. I've been chatting and typing back and forth and writing essays with people, and it's one thing to write about it, but it's another one to be willing to talk about certain things, and just have somebody say, well, what do you think about this? And then you have to go, well, this is what I think about it. And I don't know where this Heroes Now is going, but to answer your question, it could go a lot of places.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to have to take off. I got to meet some people for a dinner.
Well, I love it. Thank you very much for signing on to Heroes Now. Our first guest, everybody, on Heroes Now.
I'm always open to support anything. So
I love it. Well, thank you very much. You can go to formerforce.com, everybody that wants to, and that's right where you can support, and I appreciate it. Thank you. I'll sign you off. Yep. Kenneth, take care, man.
Yep.
Oh, my gosh. That was so cool to have him on, and I really appreciate it. It was a lot of fun. So that's Heroes Now, and I don't know what it'll all turn into, but it could turn into a lot of things. If you'd like to sign on, just click on the link there, and I'll see you, and I can sign you in, and we can have a good time and talk and chat. I don't know. I was showing you guys my Facebook just a second ago. Let's do that. I'm going to go live with Shannon Buffalo, Sergeant Major Shannon Buffalo, or Cromartie, here in a little bit, and I'm looking forward to that. Hey, I want to talk about the Warrior Bonfire Program. That is our chosen sponsor, and everything you donate to us, a percentage of it will go to the Warrior Bonfire Program. So thank you very much for your support. And that is it. That is it. And so here, that's we were just talking to Sergeant Major Kenneth Paul right there, and he's graduating on Friday there at Fort Bliss, Texas. And so let me like that. Love that. There you go. Love you, man. And there's my buddy Leo, man. I don't know if y'all know Leo or not. I did an interview with his wife. She's an Air Force vet, Laura, and so you can check that out on the site. All right, so look, check this out. County Road Custom. There's mine, and here's Joe's canteen cup from County Road Custom. So y'all check that out. You know, if you're looking for a thing, I really enjoy ours. Girl, you smoking hot. Look at there. Woo. That's airborne right there. She's a guest next week, I think. I think she's next week. All right, this is Ranger Burke. He's gonna be on, I think, next week or the week after, and he has Legends of the 75th. That's what he does, and so I'm so excited to talk to him. And my buddy Kurt Kirkendall, what's he posting about? Oh my gosh! So I've had soldiers like this, right? They want to push the button, man. They're putting their costume on. If they get civilian clothes, they're putting their costume on. So, hey, come on with me and join with me if you don't mind. I'm gonna put it on the thing again on the chat. Click on it and come help me out, man. Come talk to me up here, and I appreciate it. Otherwise, we're gonna be looking at my Facebook page, I guess. And oh my gosh, what's that? Oh look. Oh, it's amazing. Oh my gosh. Hope you guys are having a good time. Y'all looking at my Facebook page. Oh, there's Sergeant Major Rucker right there. Look at there. Oh my gosh, I love that guy. He told some stories last night. Now tonight we're talking to Command Sergeant Major Shannon Buffalo, and I'm looking forward to it. We'll have a good time. And I got no takers. Nobody wants to come on, huh? Nobody wants to come on. All right. I get you. I ain't mad at you. Let's see. Let's share something else here. So this is this is our website, formerforce.com. We just had a new basic donor today, Kraus. Thank you. We appreciate it. We appreciate our donors. Please help us. We're waiting on the new coins. We got the boxes in as soon as Joe gets to the new place. We're going to get into box production again and get those boxes and thumb drives and everything out to you. We definitely appreciate your support for sure. So Michael McKinley says, what's going on with the poor recruiting numbers? Yeah. So look, I think that it's really hard to get a young man or a woman to sign up to go work for a country that it's obvious that we're about war. It's obvious that that's what, we're headed towards. And it has been for years. And the minute that we get a little bit of peace, what's happening, we're driving back down the war train again. So, Mr. McKinley, thanks for your question. I think that that's part of one of the things that I'm trying, I guess, to do with our government jobs is outline what the benefits are, because uh, you know when you say wokeness might be a problem too, the issue with wokeness, in my opinion, is wokeness is just some way to deride something, right? Whether you're woke or not woke or whatever, I don't know. It's just a way that somebody just wants to put somebody in a category. Oh, they're the woke people. I think that we all have views that if we were like, together in a room, we would do a whole lot more agreeing than disagreeing. That we would do a whole lot more, yeah, you're right. I see your point. But, right? We would always have our but we always see each other's point. And, I think that one of the things that over time like no matter what it is than ours. We can't think like I've done for many years that, I'm just not, royalty. I wasn't born rich, and we have people that were just born destitute poor that continue to be destitute poor, but others, rise to the top because of some reason. I think we all have benefits to society in our own way, and we have to figure out how to just love our like if you're a capitalist and in your head you're always a capitalist, then you're always looking out for me. You're always saying what's in it for me. At the end of the day, hey, look, I'm a capitalist, right? If you're brought up in the United States of America, if you even mention the word sharing or social, it's like, wow, you're a Russian communist spy or something. I don't know. But I think that the truth for not only our country, but all countries has to do with sharing. It has to do with unity. And it has to not be about capitalism at the end, because capitalism just has an end where the different points are so far away from each other that it's inhumane. It's like, it's just crazy inhumane. And I just think that's I don't know where it all comes out and where it all turns out, but capitalism, has gotten us a long way, that's for sure. One of the things that's interesting about how China and the Russian bloc has done so good with their socialism, like the Chinese have bought into it. They you've got some outliers, but for the most part, the Chinese are like, yes, right? The Chinese have the capability to attack us with these hypersonic missiles anytime they want to. I bet you they have the capability to cyber attack us anytime they want to. Remember, they built all of these chips, right? We hired them to build all these chips. And so, I wonder who the aggressor is. China, again, with these hypersonic missiles, could blow the crap out of us anytime, and we can't do anything about it. Russia is the same way. Unless we have some kind of, something that I don't know nothing about, those hypersonic missiles can pretty much hit us anytime, anywhere. And I bet you that China for sure could hack us in ways that we're already hacked. They just haven't done whatever they could do. I think it's going to be interesting when 10% of Americans go to the gas pump and their little card doesn't work. 10%, right? You pull up, you got to have gas, and yours don't work, right? And it happens 10% of America. What are we going to do? How are we going to help? What are we going to look at the lady and the guy at the pump next to us when their card doesn't work, but my card does? And all of a sudden we know what's happening, or I just wonder how it's all going to manifest itself. So it's a very, kind of interesting dilemma in my opinion, I guess, yeah, right. So that's interesting concept, right? Right. So right, Michael, they have stolen all of our intellectual property. Every bit of our secrets they have taken, and they have stolen them. And hey, that's like a thief. Once you've stolen, you can't get it back. Especially thoughts, especially designs, and look, I've talked to people. So I have friends that are heroes of mine that work in places that know things, and they are very clear when they talk to me to let me know that militarily we are overmatched, very much overmatched right now. And we can point the blame. We can say we got to build more bombs faster. We can say, whoa, why are we, what are we doing here? Sending all this stuff to Ukraine, for what? And I don't know where the answer is. Again, I try to be in the middle. I try to listen to everybody. I try to think about it. I will tell you this, that I don't think that sending bombs to a war zone is ever a good thing. The war is over when the bombs stop, and the politicians come in and figure it all out. But most of the time, the people, if they figure it out. Now, Hitler was a little bit different, but Putin is not Hitler. Putin is responding to the people in the Donbass that are trying to, that are asking for help in some way. So does he invade and blow up? No, that's not the way you do things. But I don't know what the other choice is if the Ukrainian, Azov battalion has been equipped with all these weapons and are, shooting at the separatists. And I get it, how you come in, and I get how it all works. It makes sense to me. Look, he comes in to take the Donbass and the whatever, that Mariupol and the, all that land. I get it. I get it. And I'm not saying he's right. But I'm not saying that he's not doing what he thinks is best also for his sphere of influence in the world and whatever. I'm not a fan of Russia, but I don't want to send people bombs, right? I don't want to worry about that. I really am tired of our country, being a warmonger. And the fact that we just send bombs here, we send bombs there, and I don't know. It's just interesting that we have so many bases and outposts and places all over with our sphere of influence, and I don't know. It's just rough, right? So Heroes Now, here I am, Michael McKinley, thanks for chatting with me and listening to whatever I have to say, I guess. And part of my master class that I'm working on later on tonight, I'm going to be with Command Sergeant Major Shannon Buffalo, Jump Master. Looking forward to that. If you haven't looked at our website, fulmerforce.com, please go check that out. You can support us there. Our preferred sponsor is the Warrior Bonfire Program, and we commit that a portion of the proceeds and the things that you give to us will go to support a warrior in the Warrior Bonfire Program. This is called Heroes Now, and I'm Will Marshall, and we're just kind of hanging out. And if you got a question, you got something to talk about, you want to come on, I'm here, and going to be on for about another 18 minutes or so hanging out. And just chatting about things, I guess. I've authored the Marshall's Weapons Safety and Sponsorship Program. I think that this is a voluntary program that people that make guns and sell guns should sign up for, and it should not necessarily be a law, but we should just make it so, because we can. As a gun industry, the people that sell guns already, if they just wanted to, I'm telling you, they could. All they do is fill out a little form and it says, does this person have his training certification card? And you come up with some certified kind of, it's not hard. We can come up with some framework on how you get certified for a pistol, a shotgun, a rimfire rifle. And you can come and do an 8-hour little class, and you can, learn about the stuff and load and unload and shoot at the range, and you get your little card. And then when you buy a gun, you bring with you your buddy, your sponsor, who is, already had a card, and he, he sponsors you. He says, this is my buddy. We're in, he's of good health and mind, and we're getting our gun for whatever reason. And there's no legal stuff about it. It's just I'm doing our best to make sure that guns only go to the people that have it with it, right? Look, most of us, a couple things. 98% of us, if you're listening to this, we will be grandfathered into the training. You don't have to take the training, right? You've done it already enough that you get the training, okay? Boom, you get your card. And then think about it. 99% of us you get a card grandfathered into. And then when you want to buy a gun for any reason, right, you have whatever government requirements are. But the gun industry, the pawn shops, Dick's Sporting Goods, all these places that sell guns, they say, hey, where's your training card? Oh, you don't have one. So tell me, do you have a DD-214? Do you have a concealed carry card? Do you have some letter from a gun guy that says you've already taken a certain class? Do you have anything that would say that you've taken some training? And if that's the case, at least an initial thing, you default to, if you look that person in the eye and they're good, then you get them the card, and yeah, right, Michael? Exactly. So we need to do something like that for just basic gun ownership and make it easy to get grandfathered into. Make it easy to get grandfathered into. And because, look, these people that are shooting up crazy people with guns, they're not criminals, right? We know gangs and that's a whole different. These are people that are unhinged and they have access through whatever reason, whether it's grandpas or so-and-so, we don't know. But if nothing else, we can begin to limit access from people that just go buy it because they're 18. They require you to look at somebody in the face and say, you've ever had any training on any kind of a gun? No. Never touched a gun ever. and then we sell them a Daniel Defense AR. With I don't know what it had on it. I don't even know if he could even zero it. How did he? It's just, that's one of the things. One of the things that's interesting about all of it is saying that an AR-15 and an M4 are markedly different weapons. Anybody that tries to tell me that an M4 and an AR-15 or a CAR-15 are markedly different as battle rifles go, no. Michael McKinley, yes, mentally ill, right? Folks that are outliers, exactly, right? We got to find a way, right? Okay, so I've been in gun shop after gun shop after gun shop, and time after time, I've been sitting there, and a guy or people have come in, and I've watched the person behind the counter not sell them a gun. Say, no, I'm sorry, I'm not selling you a gun for whatever reason. For whatever reason, it's no big deal. There are people that are coming in and buying guns all the time, and the profit margin is very low. It's very low. What they want to be selling is the new stuff, the add-ons and whatever. But even a used gun, the profit margin is big. So it is just, it's just an interesting kind of situation where I think that if the industry wanted to, the industry could say, do you have a card and do you have a sponsor? And if we make it informally so, then it will be so. It will be so. I have a friend who is a gun manufacturer. He is a hero of mine. He's going to be on soon. And I outlined it to him. He thinks it's a great idea, but he also thinks it's death. He thinks that his place in the industry, for him to step out and say, anything about getting some type of training before you buy an AR. I also think that the 8 hours of training, or maybe it's 6 hours, or whatever the training, the initial training is, you should have a second training that you go to for sniper and ARs, right? And anyway, that's what I think. And that would be 4 hours, and you get a exposure to a bolt action centerfire rifle. You get access to semi-automatic pump, lever action rifles, all that stuff. Yeah, right. They make their profit on ammo in a lot of cases. Absolutely. Ammo's I know the owner of Florida Bullet, the ammo can make a lot of people a lot of money. That's for sure. Yeah. So this is Heroes Now. Thanks for hanging out with me. I got 10 minutes left. And me and Michael McKinley been hanging out. Before that, it was Sergeant Major Kenneth Paul, who's getting ready to graduate from the Sergeant Major's Academy. And I'm looking forward to that. And tonight it's going to be Command Sergeant Major Shannon Buffalo. And I look forward to that. And, if you got any questions or anything you want to talk about, I'm right here. And we can chat. This is Brett Hunt, paratrooper, slideshow I did for him. He's a photographer. So, Sergeant Major Buffalo was a jump master instructor, a black hat, and she was in the 82nd Airborne Division, and I think she was in the maintenance battalion. I think. It'll be interesting to catch up with her, and her husband is a friend of mine. Also was a black hat, and I just can't wait, and it'll be such a good time. Michael McKinley, thanks for hanging out with me, man, and make sure you like and subscribe. And all of you that happen to be watching out there, and please like and subscribe. I appreciate you watching. It's been a good time hanging out on Heroes Now, right? Yes. I think it's interesting, and I hope that somehow we're able to begin to see a connection with our brothers and sisters that are around us, both near and far, and both people that look like us and don't look like us. And I pray that as we go through our days, we allow the Holy Spirit to kind of join us. And we need to look at all people as if we're united in the Holy Spirit, and do our best in every way. One of the things that became very obvious to me at one point in my life was how much of cheaters we were, how we could cheat in almost every way, and it was just part of it. If you weren't cheating, you weren't trying, and you had to get the advantage over your brother in some way. And I just always thought that, that an interesting kind of place to be in. And I hope that you guys will support Joe and I and what we're doing. And we're here at formerforce.com. The idea is to capture our oral history before we're too old or too sick to tell it, right? It began with a buddy of mine who got sick, and another soldier of mine who got throat cancer and passed away. And me realizing that there's so many people that I know that are heroes, and we're all heroes, right? You don't have to be in the military to be a hero. Everybody's a hero to somebody in their own way. And so, how much more time we got? Oh, we got 5 more minutes. We got 5 more minutes to hang out. I appreciate hanging out with you guys, and maybe you got something else. Thanks, Michael McKinley, again, for saying great program. I really enjoyed it. So yay, that's what we do. Please share what I'm doing. Formerforce.com. You can see my blog there, our blogs there. The Marshall's Weapon Safety and Sponsorship Program is on the blog. You can also find us on Facebook, on Twitter at WillMarshall68, at WillMarshall68. And, that's kind of what we're doing. And Joe Benson he was going to be on here with me tonight. Something happened. That's how I'm going to end with Joe. Let me show y'all Joe. Okay. Joe, I love you. Joe, I love you. Where's it? Share screen. There it is right there. And look. There's Joe right there. And he and I started this, and the box and the coin and the thumb drive, that he designed that for us and put all that together. And and we're interviewing veterans and trying to get our stories told before we're too sick or too old to tell them. And that's kind of what we're trying to do. And we're trying to thanks. And we're trying to get our stories told. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. And I'm going to sign off. Good night, everybody. We'll be on back at 8 o'clock Eastern with Command Sergeant Major Buffalo. All right. Good night, everybody. So if you've enjoyed the program, please like, please subscribe, please share with your friends. Heroes Now. It's a masterclass assignment, and so we'll see how it goes. Please give me your feedback. I would definitely cover your feedback. That's for sure. As we begin to do new things, right? So thanks very much for hanging out with me. That's Heroes Now. Bye, everybody.